Bruce Bauman here. Thanks for tuning into this video. Please share it if you dig it. This is Sylvia Clute. What an honor to get to interview you, Sylvia. I'm so thankful for your presence here in Colorado. She came out from Virginia to do a Unitive Justice training this weekend, and we just wrapped it up, and so we're really high energy with all this new material. Sylvia is doing some groundbreaking work here, folks, and it's a technology that we can use to solve our problems without involving the state. Something I'm very much so about. So if you could tell us a little about what is Unitive Justice and how does it help us?
All right, so perhaps I can explain it by comparing it to punitive justice. So the punitive justice system that we use in our criminal courts, but in many places, including in our homes, churches, what have you, when there's a conflict. So punitive justice is hierarchical, judgmental, and punitive. So basically, people write rules, and then they judge who complies with the rules, who doesn't, and then enforcement compliance is forced by using punishment. Unitive justice is the opposite. It's non-hierarchical, so that means it depends upon equality. But equality in unitive justice is defined as inclusiveness without exception, which, by the way, we find in the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Not those who you like or those who look like you, but inclusiveness without exception. Rather than judgment, it relies totally on discernment. We have to be present to one another, discerning the circumstances, the pain, the understanding, the perspective of the other person, so that we can connect with their humanity. We can't do that when we're projecting our judgments on people. And lastly, rather than punishment, what we're seeking in unitive justice is a mutually beneficial outcome. That means no one has to lose. Instead, when we do the work, we're sitting in the circle. As you get to the resolution after people have connected with their shared humanity, there's this natural, beautiful giving and receiving, a generosity of spirit that emerges from us, whereas people say, well, I can do this, and it's saying, I'll use my power differently. I'll use my power in this way, this healing, productive, generous way, and that just flows around the circle. And so when everyone leaves, no one has lost anything. Everyone leaves feeling respected and honored, and their basic needs having been met because they have worked on the underlying brokenness out of which the harm or the conflict arose.
Oh, wow. So thank you for explaining that. Now, this might be the point where some people are already scrolling through on Facebook and they maybe have lost us. But for those of you that are still hanging with us, I really want to dive in a little bit more because some people have probably heard of restorative justice. And I want you to just detail a little bit, what are the differences between restorative justice and what you're bringing us here is unitive justice?
All right. Restorative justice is a worldwide movement, and it includes many modalities, many ways of, many things now come under the category of restorative justice, some in the punitive system, schools, courts, various places. There is no uniformity. There's sort of a general idea that we're going to be less punitive, less judgmental, but many of the processes still retain the hierarchy, judgment, and punishment. They're just moderated. They are less hierarchical, less judgmental, and less punitive. Not all, and I call it, there's a spectrum. Unitive justice is at one end of the spectrum. I consider it to be a best practices. We seek to eliminate all punitive elements. So this is system change. Not all restorative justice processes are system changes. Some of them are adaptations that improve upon the present system, but what we're doing is changing structures. This is a new system.
Wow, and this is a solution, my friends, where we can begin building this solution. Instead of tearing down what we don't want to see, we can build up with unitive justice and truly have healing on some of our biggest personal conflicts. Some of the conflicts that came up during the course of this weekend were some of the deepest, most painful stories that people could have shared. And so it was like just really powerful to use this technology, really I call it, to heal. And so I just want to thank a couple people who are really, really responsible for making this all happen. First of all, you, Sylvia, for doing all your work. Dominic Barter inspired a lot of her work. And I want to shout out the man behind the camera, Mr. Eric Lawyer. Thank you so much, because Eric was the original bridge with Sylvia in the Colorado community, and Ava Lene for taking on the organization. Once Ava found out about this, she was like, whoa, this is it. Let's make this happen. And so thank you, Ava. I also want to thank Shariah Fox for putting the original bridge between Sylvia and Eric. And I also want to thank the people of Pranamore Yoga Art Studio here on the Santa Fe district in Denver for allowing this amazing space that we've been able to cultivate a very, very, very potent vibration all weekend. And so many people are just leaving feeling a family together. We had 12 people a part of this, and it's been very, very powerful to experience all this together. And so I just want to finish up this interview just giving my gratitude to you, Sylvia, and offering a chance for you to share with us how to connect with you, like your website and different ways to connect with you and learn more about Unitive Justice, because this is just a teaser, and we spent 8 hours a day for the last 4 days on this, and that was still just a teaser on that, because she teaches full courses. So please just let us know how we can plug in and how we can help build more Unitive Justice in this world.
Well, the best place is to go to the website unitivejustice.com. And so I have information there about Unitive Justice. Any training that's being done would be available there. And you can contact me through that website. And so that's my main portal for sharing this information.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing us a voluntary solution, because the main component of this is both people involved in conflicts, or maybe there'll be multiple and not just two. They all have to agree to this. This isn't going to come from the state demanding and forcing and coercing them to participate. This is coming from a place of voluntary solution, and this is agorism in action. This is what we want to see more of in the world. And so I just thank you, and thank Eric and everyone watching this. Thank you. Please share this, and please just keep up to date with Sylvia's work, Unitive Justice, and everything that you can do to create a better world in this life. You know, we've got this one body, and it's on loan right now, and so let's do the best we can with it while we're here. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.